AITs. You are listening to the Radio Raga, the college very own radio show. And I am your host RJ Priya, bringing you another exciting day on campus airways. On day 2 of our special series, we will be interviewing Dr. B.B. Patil, the principal of Army Institute of Technology, who plays a pivotal role in shaping the future of AIT and guiding us all towards success, learning about their journeys, insights, and visions for their fields. So, thank you sir for coming on Radio Raga show, and today we are having some interesting questions for you. So the first question is, may you tell us about your past life, like where you were born, how did your childhood days were like, I mean your school friends and neighborhood relationships.
First of all, thank you Radio Raga for conducting my interviews. As you asked me where I born in the city Jalgaon in 1969. My birth took place in a small village. Then after my birth, we shifted to the Jalgaon city, where my education started from the first standard till the diploma. Then afterwards, after completing my diploma, I went to the Shegao, where it comes under the University of Amravati, where I completed my graduation in electronics and telecommunication. Then subsequently, due to the financial problem, my father told that I may not be able to support you for the education, you need to earn the money. Then I joined College of Engineering and Technology, Bamburi, which is situated near to the Jalgaon, where I started my career from 1991. Before that, I joined one of the college, that is Arts and Science College, where I was teaching to the BCS students as an data science to the students. Then after collecting the money, I thought that let me pursue the ME. I pursued my ME from the MNIT, that is a well-known famous college, that is Regional Engineering College, Allahabad, where I completed my post-graduation in 1996. Subsequently, then I decided that if I want to continue in the teaching line, then I must complete the PhD. From the childhood, I thought that I must do the research or PhD, so that I will get more and more insight and new avenues for doing the research. That's how that from 1996 I started my work, and then actually in fact I got a chance to do the PhD in the IIT Mumbai. When I went there, then the teacher told me that you need to stay here for 2 years. Again, due to the financial crunches, I said that I may not be able to spend here 2 years. Then they said that no, you have to stay here. I told that it is not possible because already my father told me and I don't have that much of financial sound background. Then I decided to pursue my PhD from the Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar, where I requested my guide, is it possible for me to continue my education, and during the vacation I will come and complete my work, and during my college also hours, during my duty hours, I will continue my research. This way we started my work in 1996, and I completed my PhD in early age, that is in year 2000. At the age of 30 or 31, that time it was a little bit tough to get a guide, but fortunately I got a guide and who supported me for carrying out my PhD work.
Thank you sir for sharing that. How was your academic life in school was like, and did you love sports and arts when you were young?
Yeah, actually, in fact, my school was one of the topmost school in the city, where getting admission to that school was very, very tough. Fortunately, I got an admission and I was admitted into the A division. Getting an admission to the A division is a little bit prestigious at that time. And the journey started from the 5th standard. I took the admission to the Lana Shara, that is which is situated in Jalgaon only. There, the education was very good. The teachers were very good, and due to the help of such kind of environment, I learned a lot of things. In fact, my turning point was that in a seventh standard, I got one teacher who motivated me a lot, and he told that you have a kind of potential, and why don't you take the admission to the technical, because technical field starts from the 8th standard, and due to my merit I got again admission, and I started learning the technical things from the 8th standard. Actually, I was also interested at that time to learn the Sanskrit, but unfortunately I was not allowed because of the technical division. Students were not allowed to take the admission to the Sanskrit as a subject, and that's how, because of my inherent interest, I was very much interested in the technical field. And in the 10th also, I scored very good marks, because getting very good marks at that time, 80 point something, 57%. At that time was a very, very tough job. I was in a class about 4th or 5th rank at that time. Then because my father was actually, again, we were from little bit poor family, and I thought that now after completing my 10th, I must take the admission to the diploma so that I can do the job, because after getting a diploma degree, it was very easy to get a job. Then based on my merit, I got an admission to the diploma. It was again an interesting story. I was in the first 5 or 7 students where I was being called for the counseling. Then I went along with my brother, and I told my brother that he will stay outside and I will only go inside for taking the admission. Then a teacher asked me, who is there with you? I told that nobody is there with me, my brother is there who is standing outside. And he told that you call him. I told that why I should call him. No, which branch you want. At that time, civil branch was at the top. He told that since you are in the top this thing's merit, why don't you choose the civil engineering? I told that I don't want to do the civil engineering, I want to do the electrical engineering. He told that go back, bring your parent or you call your brother and think about again. I told that no, I have decided I will take the admission to the electrical only. And since it was my native place, I decided to stay here because the staying expenditure can be reduced. At that time, Pune was also one of the famous polytechnic. After that, Pune, Jalgaon was one of the second famous polytechnic. Because to cut down the expenditure on staying, I decided to stay in the Jalgaon and continue my diploma. Again in diploma also, actually in fact my family was like that कि ये बच्चा कुछ कर नहीं सकता है, इसमें कोई potential नहीं, because I used to play a lot of games. Almost after coming to the house, I used to go and play. I played a lot of games, okay. But at the time of studies, I used to put a lot of efforts. The parents were saying that ये कुछ नहीं कर सकता है, ये ऐसा ही रहेगा, बदमाश रहेगा, इसमें कुछ potential नहीं. But when I got good marks, they said that no. Then you decide. I told that I will do the diploma and continue with things. And in diploma also I did very well. I was in the again top 3 students. Then in third year I decided that now I should do the graduation. I got an opportunity in the Bajaj Motors also that time, but I not joined. Then again my father told me that again I don't have the money to support you. Then my both brothers, elder brothers, they said that if you want to learn something, we will support you. That time the cost of the education was very, very low. In fact, I had not paid a single penny while in the diploma or till the diploma. I got a free education. Then in the first year, one incident which has happened, one of the teacher was teaching a concept related to the barrier potential, related to the semiconductor. She asked me whether you understood the concept. In fact, that question was for all the students. Then I said that no, I not understood. She explained again. Then I told her, she asked me whether you understood. I told her, madam, I not understood. Then she put a little bit negative comment over me. आप कभी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स नहीं सीख पाओगे, आपको कुछ नहीं आएगा. Then I got little bit nervous, but I decided now whatever the things which I want to do, I will do in the electronics. And I took that as a challenge. And as a challenge, I decided in my mind that I will do very well in our subject. And I was a topper in that particular subject. I got a 74 marks out of 100. Getting a very high marks in the diploma at that time was very, very tough. Then after completion, then I got a chance to get the admission in the Karad Engineering College. Then since I decided in my mind that whatever the things which I want to do, I will do in the electronics only. That was at the back of mind. I took that as a challenge. I will do everything now in the electronics. Then I denied the admission in the Karad, Government College of Karad. And I said that no, I don't want to do in the electrical engineering. Then I came back to my home. Again, my father was asking that, "Ki bhai, kya karoge aap?" I don't know what I want to do, but I want to do the things in the electronics. Then he consulted some of the teachers, some of the known person. They said that you send him to the Shegao Engineering College, which was one of the famous college. It was a private college. Then we went to that college because after completing the diploma, we used to get admission to the second year. Then we went early in the morning to the Shegao. And I was waiting there. We reached earlier because the college was used to start at 10 o'clock. The principal was not there. After some time, the office superintendent came. He asked me for what purpose you came here. I told that I came here for the admission. Then he told that there is one teacher who is from the electrical. You meet him. He called that teacher, and the teacher again started counseling me that why don't you take the admission in the electrical. Almost that counseling was for 1 hour. I told that, okay sir, no problem. Then I came back, again I told office superintendent I want admission in electronics. Then office superintendent told that no, there is no, now seat is not available in electronics. Then I told that okay, then we'll go back. Then he told that wait, I'll just go and approach the principal. Is there any possibilities that getting the admission in electronics? Then principal called me. Then he told that since you are a bright student and we know that the diploma students do very well, we have one seat. You want to take the admission, you can just take the admission. Then he asked my father that whether you brought any money. My father told that no, we are not come prepared for that. That we can take the admission. How much money you have? And my father was carrying I think 800 rupees. And he told that don't worry, because I know the potential of a student. You just pay that money, and rest of the money, whenever you feel that, you can pay the money. In this way, I took the admission. But again, father told that I don't have the money. Then I told that we will go and approach the bank. We approached the bank. Bank said that we will help you for the fees. I took the education loan, and this way we started. The journey was very, very tough because after the diploma, because the results were declared a little bit late, and hardly I was able to attend only 1 month. and that time many of our seniors told that कि diploma holders कोई पास नहीं होते हैं. मैकेनिक्स का एक स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल का एक सब्जेक्ट रहता है, मैथमेटिक्स 3 रहता है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स डिवाइसेस 3 रहता है, ये कोई पास नहीं होता है. आई टोल्ड दैट कि ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, आई कैन नॉट एक्सेप्ट दिस फैक्ट एंड आई विल डू द प्रिपरेशन. क्लासेस सब और हो चुके थे. देन आई टोल्ड दैट आई विल पुट माय एफर्ट्स, ऑल द एफर्ट्स. I took that as an again challenge without knowing M1, M2. I started preparing for the M3. Then I was searching for a mentor who will teach me M3. Unfortunately, people said that नहीं हम नहीं पढ़ा सकते, कम से कम 10 बच्चे होने चाहिए तभी हम आपका ट्यूशन ले सकते हैं. बोला मेरे पास में 10 बच्चे मैं कहाँ से लेके आऊँ, मेरे पास में इतना पैसा भी नहीं है. Then I decided that I will take the book. I took some of the notes from the old seniors and I started preparing for that. And I was one of the diploma holder who cleared in first attempt all the subject. That was again great moment. Everybody in my classmates were looking at me, बच्चा अभी आके इतना late join करके भी pass हुआ. At that time mathematics was very tough. Many of our gold medalist students failed in the mathematics. But fortunately, I passed all the subjects with good marks. Then students started recognizing me. ये कोई तो भी बंदा है कि इसमें कुछ potential है. तो this way we started the journey, and I completed my graduation in 1990s. उस टाइम में रैगिंग भी बहुत होती थी, लेकिन हमारी बैच की कोई रैगिंग नहीं हो सकी क्योंकि हमारे बैच वालों ने ही सेकेंड ईयर वालों की रैगिंग ली थी. So, unfortunately, I was not involved in ragging and all these things. But the environment in the Shegao College was very beautiful. By the grace of support of the Gajanan Maharaj, that was a kind of spiritual kind of support was there. It was one of the best college in the university. And that time I passed out. There was no placement, nothing was there. There was no concept at all of placement, campus placement. Then I started searching for a job, and then my brother told that both brothers were staying in Mumbai. They told that come back and we'll start searching for the job because there was no direction. Now whatever the support which probably you students are getting in the AIT, such kind of support was not there. We were a little bit directionless that time. Then I approached the companies. One of the companies I approached, they told that that was related to the power electronics. They said that we will offer you a job. That time I told that he asked me that how much amount you expect. I told that 1,800. It was a minuscule amount. He told that no, we will not be able to give. We will give you 1,200 rupees. I told that it is not possible because commuting from my brother's house to the company, I need to spend the money. They told that no, we cannot give such kind of 1,800 amount. Then I straight away came to house. My father told that अरे क्या कर रहा है अभी तो अब डिग्री हो गया है, पैसा नहीं कमाना है, ऐसे घर पे बैठ के क्या करोगे. तो one of the principal he was knowing my father. He told that आपका बच्चा क्या कर रहा है. उन्होंने बोला कि नहीं अभी वो घर पे ही है. बोले नहीं हमारे कॉलेज में we want a person in a computer department to teach the data communication, data science related subject and descending. That's why how I joined that college and I started teaching to the BCA students. I taught that subject. Students were very happy. In fact, I also got a chance to conduct the practicals for the MSc Electronics. That was a new subject for the Art Science College. The faculty told me that can you develop some kind of kits for the students. I told them no problem. Without having any kind of apparatus, I designed a lot of kits for the students. I conducted their practicals also. and then that time that was a kind of clock over basis job. Then I got a chance to go to the engineering college. In that engineering college, they selected me, and that college was belongs to ex-president. You might be knowing the ex-president was, who was that ex-president? Patil. She at the time of interview, she was present. She asked me the questions related to the electronics. I answered, "नहीं, इस बच्चे को मेरे को लेना है. He is having a potential." Head of the department was also there. No, this fellow is having a potential. When you join, I told that you give me the order, I will join the things. I will, whatever the commitment which I have in earlier college, I will complete that and enjoy. And that's how the journey started in 1991. And that time, a lot of students were coming from the north side, was taking the admission to the private college. It was a private college. It was situated in the Jalgaon only. Then my HOD asked me which subject you will teach. I said, you give me any subject. No. We have the electromagnetic engineering subject. It was one of the toughest subject to teach to the student, because you might be not aware that the failure rate for such kind of subject was very, very high. 80 to 90% student used to fail in that electromagnetic subject. That challenge was given to me. I started teaching to the student जो मेरे से बड़े थे बहुत सारे, तो I used to take the class. It was a kind of interesting stories I used to tell, so that the interest can be created in a non-interesting subject. It was very difficult for a student to pass that subject. I tried to make it easy. Then subsequently in the department, I was one of the potential candidate. Actually used to give me a lot of tasks. In the department, many times it was happening that the subject which is not being taken by any teacher, I used to get that subject. I took that as again challenge. I will learn a lot of things. I took variety of subject, from the electronics devices circuit, linear integrated circuit, electronics devices circuit 2, network theory, network circuits, then process instrumentation, control systems, any subject that you tell, I used to have. Analog communication, digital communication, power electronics, lot of subject I used to take. And my practice was that because we used to conduct a practical for our students. And while conducting the practicals, if I am not sure that what are the practical which I am conducting, if it is not been performed in front of the students, it will be beizati for me. So I used to sit first. I used to conduct the practical till my satisfaction. I used to take the reading, and while readings there are variations, why there is a deviation from the ideal values, I used to find out. That way I used to learn first, and then I used to teach to the students. Again, during these things in 1991, again when the university selection committee came, that time it was a little bit again tougher job. A lot of seniors were there. There was a kind of approval process which was involved. That time I was a junior most fellow, and I actually told that कि आपका selection का chances नहीं है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे senior यहाँ पे बैठे हैं, तो आपका selection नहीं होगा. बोला ठीक है, नहीं होगा तो नहीं होगा. I faced the committee. When the committee came, they asked me, whatever the knowledge which I have, I immediately given the answers. The committee was very much happy, and at the time of result, they told that we want to put this fellow as a number one. इसको अगर नहीं लेते तो हम किसी का सिलेक्शन नहीं करेंगे. फिर सब डिपार्टमेंट में तो एचओडी वो सिंगल आ रहा, आपने क्या चालू कर दिया. मैंने बोला सर जो उन्होंने क्वेश्चन पूछा था, आंसर देम वेरी वेल, एंड दैट्स ऑल हो गया. आई गॉट अ selected, and there was a kind of conditional approval. You need to complete the post graduation within 5 years. Again, that was a condition. I told that okay, no problem. I'll do the PG, but father strictly told that जो भी करना है बच्चे वो आपको आपके पैसे से करना है. I am not going to support you for a single penny. Then I thought that क्या मेरे को जॉब करके पैसा कलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. तो I collected the money and I went to the these things MNIT. Motilal Nehru Engineering College, Visionary Engineering College, one of the topmost college. There they conducted a test. There were 100 odd students were there who were competing. Actually, in fact, I got an opportunity to appear for the control systems test, control and instrumentation, and for the computers. Along with me, one of my college colleague was also there, who was from the computer background. Fortunately, unfortunately, I got a very good marks in the control and instrumentation test. So I was again there topper. For the computer also, I scored very well marks. That of my colleague. So he asked me, भाई आप कौन से एडमिशन लेने वाले? कंप्यूटर को ले लोगे तो मेरा नंबर तो कट जाएगा, एक ही सीट है. I told that don't worry, I'll take the admission to the control and instrumentation. You will also get a chance. तो मैं जैसे अंदर जाने लगा तो he was peeping through that and he was watching ये कंप्यूटर के टेबल पे तो नहीं जा रहा है. तो I told that don't worry. I just told that don't worry, I'll go to that. And I took the admission to the control and instrumentation, and that's how my journey started. I took the admission in 1994 and I completed my post graduation in 96. That time also I told my guide, सर मेरे पास में तो पैसे नहीं है, 2 सेमेस्टर हो गए, आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू स्टे हियर, मुझे अभी जाने दो, आई विल लुक द प्रोजेक्ट एंड आई कम बैक एंड ज्वाइन आफ्टर 6 months. Whatever the task you have given, I will complete that and on a 4 लैंडलाइन फोन पे मैं आपके साथ में कम्युनिकेट करते रहूँगा, जैसे जैसे मेरे को छुट्टी मिलती है तो बीच बीच में आते जाऊँगा. They told that okay, there is a consent. Then I did simultaneously project also. I joined a college also. I started my earning also. That is how the things started. But back of mind again that was there कि मैं जो भी करने वाला हूँ वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में ही करने वाला हूँ, तो मेरे को तो PhD करना ही है. तो then after completing that I went to the IIT Mumbai. There I had an interaction with the 2-3 faculty members. They told that we will take you, but the condition is again you have to stay here for 2 years. I told that it is not possible. Just now I told you. So then I decided to continue my PhD from the in 1996 from the Guru Nanak Dev University, and my guide was very supportive. He told that don't worry. He used to call me that time as a Bapu, because my father family were he used to call me Bapu. So he told that don't worry, आपको पैसे की जरूरत है तो I will pay, बट आपको यहाँ पे आके एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन करना है और आउटकम बताना है ना in terms of papers, research papers. And that time I completed in 2000. In between what has happened, after completing the ME, I switched from Jalgaon to another engineering college. Again, that was one of the topmost college in my university. That is SSUPS College, Dhule. There again they selected me based on again my merit. In between, I got a chance to appear for the State Electricity Board in the generation. Again, I got selected. I cleared that test and I got an interview call. मैं बोला चलो जाके देखते हैं. मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों ने बोला कि मैं उधर पैसा देने के बाद में ही सिलेक्शन होगा. मैं बोला मेरे को तो पैसा देना नहीं है, जैसे I want to try. Then I went there. I did very well in the interview also. I got selected. And again I was in the top 25. तो then I decided अरे हमने तो बहुत सारी theory तो पढ़ ली है, but I need to learn something practical knowledge. And where I get a practical knowledge, if I join some industries, and one of the option was that state electricity board in a generation I joined. Then I joined Chandrapur, that is super thermal power station, Chandrapur. That was one of the biggest power station in Maharashtra. The capacity at that time was 2340 megawatt. There also when I went there, then the superintending engineer said that you are from the control system and electronics background, so we will put you in the testing and instrumentation section, where you will have a good scope and we will also get a good opportunities. Then I joined testing and instrumentation section as a junior engineer. I learned a lot there. But what has happened, before that I took the admission to the PhD. Actually I not informed to my guide. Then after 6 months I informed my guide that I did these things. So he started abusing me. कदे आपने गलती कर दी है, आपने क्यों ज्वाइन किया, मेरे को क्यों नहीं पूछा. बोले अभी आपको मालूम नहीं, अगर आप पीएचडी करोगे तो आपको कितना फायदा होगा. मैं बोला सर मेरे से तो ऐसे मिस्टेक हो गई. ठीक है, बोला अभी यू डिड द मिस्टेक, नाउ यू नीड टू करेक्ट इट, कंटिन्यू योर पीएचडी. Then I decided to continue my work. During the duty hours, off hours, I used to study my PhD topic, and then while in the state electricity board, I completed my PhD. And in fact, the state electricity board also appreciated, because doing a PhD while in the service it was a rare kind of these things. And I was one of the odd person who completed PhD. They felicitate me, they have given me the increment. But then again I seen that now there is no scope for the promotion as it. Then somehow in the Andhra Pradesh, somehow some people got my reference, that is Vigyan Institute of Technology and Science. That director all of a sudden called me. Mr. Patil, what you are doing? You completed PhD, whether you will be interested to join our college, Hyderabad college. Oh, sir, yes, I am interested, but going from the Maharashtra to Andhra is something odd situation, because many people from the south comes to the Maharashtra and do the job. He told that no, you come, and if you are interested, I will take you to my college. That fellow was from the IIT Kanpur. He was a director, and he told me, come and join. Let's have an interaction. And second time he called me, and I went there. I said that sir, I will join. But there was a kind of formalities I need to complete. Then in between he told that, what has happened to Patil? Why you are not joining? I told that sir, I was a little bit hesitant, because leaving a very good job, a kind of government type of job, people start thinking that it is a little bit tough to join these things. I need to think 100 times. There was a pressure from the family, but my wife said that if you have that time in 1996 again I got married. That was again another burden, because I need to earn the money. So my wife said that if you are willing to go to the education again, once again, you are free to do. I believe on you, and because of her support, I decided to quit the state electricity board. But quitting the electricity board is tough job. Then I had to go to the Mumbai. I went a kind of IS officer. That time he told that, अरे आप क्या कर रहे हो यहाँ पे, आपका PhD हो गया है, why you are staying, you are wasting your time. Within a 2 minutes he approved my resignation. He told that go, I will support you. So this way then I went to the Vigyan Institute of Technology, Hyderabad, which was again one of the reputed institute, and they offered me a kind of associate professor, then professor post. Then again the story is like that ki, somebody from the Pune got a information such and such fellow from the Maharashtra is working. Then I got a call from the MIT. That executive director called me. Are you interested to come to the Pune? I told that I don't have any problem, but I don't know Pune. So he told that don't worry, we'll make an arrangement. But if you are interested, you can come down and I'll interact with you. I told that I don't have time. He told that then after 10 or 15 days, he told that I'm coming to the Hyderabad. Can you meet me in the hotel? I told that okay, that is very much possible. I told that let's have an interaction. I went there. He told that from tomorrow you join. I told that oh, it is not possible for me. I have a commitment with my college. My student will suffer. Let me complete my students all the submissions. I have to teach the students. Unless and until I complete that, I will not be able to shift. That's why I shown my commitment. He told that don't worry, sir. Whenever you find a time, you just tell. We'll make all the arrangement, your transport arrangement, your accommodation arrangement, but do join us. And that's why I started again my career in the R&D college, MIT R&D college. I joined that. And in between also I got a call from the AIT also in 2008 or 9. That director also called me. Why don't you join our institute? I told that I don't have any these things. I am already doing something. Then in the R&D also I did a lot of development. There I started a PG program, then research center. There was a lot of improvement I did in the electronics department. I was being made as a head of the electronics department, as well as there was another department, electronics and telecommunication. I was heading the both departments. Then there was no accreditation. I started preparing. I took all the faculty members along with me, and I said that now we need to prepare for the accreditation. We started preparing for that. A lot of documentation was there. I encouraged many faculty members there to start their PhD program, register for the PhD. They need to publish the papers. I did a lot of work there. Then one fine day that I thought that now whatever my job was there, I completed. Now let me go to the another college, so that another college I can do a lot of development. Then I went to the Marathwada Mitra Mandal as again principal there, and there I did a lot of development. In 1 year, I took that as a challenge, and the management appreciated that last 3-4 साल में जो काम नहीं हुआ है, you did that in 1 year. But their thought process was little bit different. I was not able to match their thought process of management. I thought that let me get a freedom to do a lot of development. I told that one fine day, night I want to quit your college. Now you search for some other person. And then I joined another Army Institute of Technology. They were asking that you want post of principal. I told that I don't want any post of principal. I don't want post of head of the department. You keep me as a simple professor. I'll be happy, because I want to contribute in the education as well as in the research. In 2012, I joined as a professor. Then director said that no. You are a senior person, you are a PhD person, you have to take the post of head of the department. I told that okay, I will take that. And in 2015, the earlier principal retired, Dr. Gosari. Again, management said that now you are doing well, we will entrust again the in charge principal post, you do that. So that's why again I started that, and from 2015 onwards I am a principal of that. During this tenure, again there was a lot of plan was there in my mind that we need to expand tech and expand horizontally as well as vertically. Because unless and until you start the PG program, you may not be able to get the outcome in terms of research. Though I may be talking a little bit odd, but if you see the ranking of the institutes worldwide, the institute those who are doing research, they are being ranked very high. That's why the research was one of my focus, and in the department also I motivated a lot of people to pursue for the PhD, and slowly that culture has been brought to the AIT, and we also had a discussion that why not we should also encourage the student to publish the papers, because our students are having a potential, only we need to show the direction to them. This journey started like that.
That's great, sir. You scored an impressive 80.57 percentage in SEC. What strategies did you follow during your early graduate years to maintain such performance?
Yeah, actually, I thought that I was from again to again tell you the story. My father was in the army. He joined as a sepoy. He was a farmer. Because of again family problem, he decided to leave and joined army. So, but after 1 or 2 years, due to the family problem, my grandfather and my grandmother called him back. He told that I don't want to come. I joined the army. I'm now happy, but grandfather and grandmother was insisting, no, आ जाओ यहाँ पे खेती देखने वाला कोई नहीं है, because you are only the children who was looking after the these things. He told that I will come, but I will not do all these things, because he was deprived from taking the education. Because grandmother and grandfather told that नहीं आपको तो खेती करना है, education की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. And his elder brothers, they were educated. उस टाइम में 7th स्टैंडर्ड पास होने के बाद में जॉब लग जाता था एज ए प्राइमरी टीचर. तो माय फादर वाज नॉट एबल टू डू द एजुकेशन, बट देन ही थॉट दैट कि अगर मैं एजुकेशन नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, अगर मैं जॉब नहीं करूँगा तो इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर माय फैमिली दैट माय चिल्ड्रन शुड आल्सो नॉट गेट अ काइंड ऑफ एजुकेशन. देन ही लेफ्ट दैट जॉब and he came back and he joined them in the police department. Because police department, you might be knowing that the culture, the environment was very, very bad. My father told that to all of these things, my brother and sister, बच्चे लोग आपको पढ़ाई करना है. Without education, you will not be able to survive or you will not get a job. That was there in my back of mind, and I was a good student, and as already I told you that in the 6th to 7th standard, one of teacher motivated me, and he told that how can you do the study? Okay, then I was a fellow who was always outside the home. And I used to love the games and all these things. I used to be there outside, and many times my mother used to scold me. Actually, she has beaten me a lot of times. And but पढ़ाई के टाइम में पढ़ाई करता था. And then they said that they are seeing that this fellow can do. We need to boost his moral also. They said that कि पढ़ाई करना जरूरी है. लेकिन मैं पढ़ाई करता था, इसलिए ज़्यादा मतलब कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं आया. तो देयर वाज नो गाइडेंस. इनफैक्ट व्हेन आई वाज इन द 7th स्टैंडर्ड, it was difficult again to join the tuitions and all these things. Whatever the things was done, which was done by on my own. To purchase books, it was again difficult for me. Then I used to take the books of my friends who was there. I used to refer their books. I used to make notes on my notebook, and I used to study like that. That's why I was able to get 80.57 marks. If there could have been more kind of support regarding the guidance, I could have scored more than 90 also. But on my own, I did all these things.
That's great, sir. What prompted you towards the field of engineering after completion of SEC? Was there any role of your school life that made you choose this field?
As already I told you that from the childhood I was interested in जो टॉयज रहते थे उसको ओपन करके देखना है, रिपेयर करना है. तो आई वाज साइकिल रिपेयर करना है, तो आई यूज्ड टू डू साइकिल रिपेयरिंग आल्सो. ओके, many times there was a problem in gear, how to sort out that. So that kind of interest was there in my mind, and from the 8th standard I joined a technical, where we used to do what are the workshop job which you used to do, then drawing, then electrical, then molding, all these things, turning, which we have done, fitting. I learned a lot of things from the 8th standard to 10th standard. That was helped me and motivated me to go to the again diploma, and diploma was my choice because I told that now after getting a degree I need to earn some money to support my family.
You completed your BE degree from Amravati University. Why did you take a 4-year break before pursuing your ME degree?
As already I pointed out in our earlier discussion also, because of shortage of the money, and I need to earn the money so that I can take the education. In fact, one of my friend who is in Singapore, who was my batchmate, he also supported me during this PG program. I must take his name. His name is Ajay Mathur. He is running his own company. Now he is in Singapore. Power Q is the name of his company. And because of shortage of money, I took a break of 4 years.
So you completed a diploma in business management from NMU Jalgaon. What prompted you to pursue a diploma in business management after completing your engineering degree?
Yeah, then I decided now I should not stop to learn things. Okay, though I don't have money to go for the outside. Diploma in business management was a kind of evening classes were there. Now I need to learn some kind of management skills also. Then I joined the DBM course. Okay, 2 years I completed that, and after completion I also completed my MMS, Master in Management Science, and that was a 1-year course, and I was a university topper in that MMS. I thought that I should not stop in between, and getting a degree and learning something should continue. That's why I started continuing that field also. I learned management skills also.
You also pursued Masters in Management Studies from the same university. How did the MMS Master of Management Studies degree build upon your DBM diploma?
Yeah, it was a kind of continuation, and as I told you that in the business management many subjects are a little bit common, but here the depth of the subject in the MMS was something different. Okay, you need to have more understanding about the management, and I put a lot of efforts. I was a university topper, but that time university was not giving any kind of medals or something like that in the MMS. I was not able to get that. But when I searched all these things and I contacted university, they told that you are a topper in the MMS course.
You attained your doctorate from Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar on 2001. What was the focus of your research at Guru Nanak Dev University?
Yeah, I'll just correct you. I completed my degree in 2000, not 2001. My focus was again, I told you that where I was in the ME, then I decided that to continue the study in electronics related field, and it was related to the optical communication. When I had a discussion with my guide, I told that I did these things. I did the improvement in the laser line width, which was a related concept in the optical fiber communication. He told that we will continue your studies, but you need to change little bit. There is a lot of scope in the wireless communication. Why don't you do study in the wireless communication? And that's why I started my work in the wireless communication. It was related to the quadrature phase shift keying, and I found out some kind of formulas which was very very simple formulas to do the calculations and to find out the bit error rate. And we did the study in the different environment, different conditions, that is AWGN channel, RAAGA channel, the different channel condition. I found out the performance of this differential QPSK and QPSK.
That's great, sir. How do you continue to keep yourself updated and relevant in your field after such extensive academic background?
Yeah, actually, as a teacher, you know that when I'm telling the student that continuous learning is important, I must also be follow that. And to continue with these things, what is one of the important things that you need to go through the latest articles, research papers, and unless and until you go through that, you will not be able to keep yourself to the latest kind of research happening. Because after the research, you will find that there will be a kind of technological development. And to keep this in mind, I started continuing my publications. Okay, I not stopped anywhere, though it may be a little bit slow period in the after 2000 to 2005. But I thought that let me continue, and if I get an opportunity, I got an opportunity to guide the PG student also. And from 2008 onwards, I was a recognized guide from the University of Pune to guide the student of PhD. My first student who did his PhD from the ISM Dhanbad, that is called the IIT Dhanbad. I was one of the guide. There was one mentor from the IIT Dhanbad, and I continued that students, and you'll find that that student has done a very good kind of research in the wireless sensor network.
Now coming to your work experience, you have an astonishing teaching as well as industry experience for over 30 years. May you provide an overview of your 32.70 year long career, touching upon both your teaching and industrial experience?
As already I pointed out that teaching is one of the field where you can motivate a lot of students. And along with that, what I found more important is that every day I learn new. Though I might have taught that subject earlier also. But when you read the standard reference book, you will learn new things. And if you learn, understand the things, and if you teach to the student, there will be a lot of motivation, lot of joy is there when you teach to the students. And if you see the smile on a student face, that is a great motivation for a teacher. But as already I told you, theory is something different, practical is something different. And when you work in a field, okay, the theory and practicals, these two aspects, sometimes it is very difficult to correlate. Unless and until you work on a ground level to find out a problem, you will not be able to find out the exact results. The situation is different all the time. Nobody is going to teach each and everything in industry. You need to learn on your own, you need to apply your logic, whatever the things, theoretical knowledge you have gained, you need to apply. Okay, and many times very simple problems, though we think that it is a great thing, but that simple problem can be solved with the help of your lower category people, that is artisans and workers. They will teach you more because on a ground level they have seen a lot of things. And in the state electricity board, I got an opportunity to work with these artisans, workers. They taught me a lot. In fact, I was very young, and they used to say, "ये छोटा बच्चा सा हमको क्या बताएगा?" I told that no, it is not like that. I need to handle them, and they were sorting out the problem on their own because of experience. Then I used to teach them a theory behind that. Then they said, "Oh, साहब ऐसा है, इसके लिए ऐसा होता है." I learned from them also, I have taught them also, and taking them along with you, it's a big challenge. Something who was working in an industry from long years, and some at a given time if you go and dictate their terms, many times it happens in a government job, they don't want to follow the instructions. But you need to tackle them. Since I learned management skills in the DVM and MMS, that skill I use, how to behave with them, okay, what time we should scold, what time we should be very little bit lenient with them, how to be friendly with them. These techniques you learn, and in industry, many problems which I observed is you need to be logical to solve the problems, and that has helped me a lot to learn. And I understood जो theoretical knowledge बताते हैं हम लोग बच्चों को, there is a lot of differences there. That has helped me a lot to grow over that.
So, you are truly an inspiration for us. Tell us about your life as lecturer in your early career. May you share any standout experiences during your time at College of Engineering and Technology, Bamburi, Jalgaon, where you spent 6 years as a lecturer.
Yeah, from 1991 to 97 I was there in Bamburi, and a lot of colleagues were there with me. The colleagues, that time the qualification required for the teaching to the undergraduate student was graduation only. My colleagues were saying that कि बहुत पढ़ाई करता है तो उसके साथ में ये करता है ये भी बैठ के प्रैक्टिकल करता है. I told that नहीं, I need to learn, I need to progress. तो I told that कि no, आप गप्पे मारते रहो, मैं मेरा काम करते रहूँगा. Same time I used to refer the papers also. Same time I used to refer the different books also. I used to create my own notes. I used to circulate my own notes to the students also. I was used to motivate the students, because if you work, then you'll find that student will also learn the things from you. अरे मेरा टीचर भी काम कर रहा है तो मेरे को भी काम करना चाहिए. तो in fact that during that period I learned a lot. I learned different subjects that helped me to establish my knowledge and improve my knowledge, which I learned in the undergraduate.
That's great, sir. What motivated you to take on administrative roles such as associate professor and head position at Vignam Institute of Tech and Science? Could you discuss the differences in education system and student engagement between Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh?
Yeah. Once you acquire a certain degree, it is by default you are senior than that of the others with respect to your qualification. And automatically management also thinks that this fellow is qualified, we must promote him to the higher post so that the retention can be there, because he has gained the knowledge, and the knowledge which he has gained should be again transferred to the student. And in this process what happens, the management normally offers you the administrative post, though you are willing, not willing, that is a different issue, because now you are different than that of the other people. So that's how I got a chance to do the administration. In the administration also I learned, because and in my earlier life I did my lot of work. Whatever the HOD used to assign me the work, I used to do all the works. Other people were saying that why we should do the work, but my HOD was interesting me the work. It may be writing some applications, it may be some kind of communication I had to do. I used to do that a lot. That has helped me to learn a lot of things. Ground level में क्या काम होता है. If you talk about the difference between the education in the Andhra and Maharashtra, a lot of differences there. If you go to the south colleges, these colleges are way ahead as compared to the other states. They know that what are the latest things are there, what are the funds are there, what are the new rules and regulations which is coming, how we can use that new rules and regulations, and how can we take that information to the students. That was a motto, and lot of things which I was not able to learn in my Maharashtrian college. I learned a lot of things. I used to conduct a lot of seminars, workshop, I conducted the conferences, I did the MOUs with the various companies, I used to call the industry people. That kind of culture was not there when I was in the Maharashtra. These are the things which I learned in the Andhra Pradesh. And their focus was the student, and how the student can do very well. Because the thing is like that, Maharashtra was a kind of prosperous state, having a lot of job opportunities as compared to the south state. In the south, you'll find that there is a lot of scarcity of the job, and everybody was trying to do their best. And how can they grab the job? They need to perform very well, and that's how every college was putting a lot of effort that how their student can perform better and well, so that he will be employable and get the good opportunities.
You spent 4.5 years as a junior engineer at Chandrapur Super Thermal Power Station. How did this hands-on industry experience shape your teaching approach?
Yeah, as I told you, many times I faced the difficulty, and at that time, what was happening, I used to apply the technical knowledge. Sometimes I was not able to rectify the problem. Then I told that I need to use some kind of crude methodology. I'll quote one example. At one time, there was a kind of pressure measurement tool was there. A temperature measurement tool was there, and a boiler feed pump is there. The boiler feed pump is to feed the water to the boiler, so that it can be converted into the steam. And when the pump used to feed that, we need to monitor the temperature. There was a one temperature gauge. I got information from the control room that this temperature gauge is not working. I took one of the artisan with me, and I told that we'll take out this, and I brought that, removed that, and we calibrated in our lab. Okay, there was a deviation from these things. Then again we took that calibrated instruments and we fit into the well of that. Again it was showing a very high temperature which was not expected. I thought that what mistake I am doing, this fellow is doing. Again we took to the lab, again we calibrated, we found that the calibration was okay, again he was fitting. Then I observed carefully that fellow who was a worker who was tightening the nut very heavily, and due to the over tightening, the bulb, the well, which was used to push the mercury, and the temperature which was shown was higher. Oh, I told that some mistake he is doing. Now there was not a theoretical concept which has been taught anywhere. I told that his name was Dupare. I told that don't tighten it heavily. Okay, keep it like these things. Then see, this is a very simple kind of problem which was very difficult to understand, but you need to apply the conscious mind and simple kind of fundamentals to solve this problem. There were so many problems which we addressed, and that time also I will again quote one of the example. That time there were recorders to record the events. Okay, that time very new recorder which came into the electricity board, and my chief engineer and deputy chief engineer used to call, Patil, you are qualified person, tell us how to adjust these things. I used to teach them. If any problem were there in the digital recorder, I used to sort out that problem, and I used to teach them. Such kind of opportunities which we have not learned, but during the practical or industry these things experience, I got this opportunity to learn many things. And this experience, if I share with the student, there will be a much more clarity. क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, बहुत बार many times you explain the things, ग्राउंड लेवल पे प्रॉब्लम अलग ही रहती है. Okay, a simple problem which you might be observing that sometimes you get a reading. Okay, if the connection is not tightened properly, that resistance get added, and due to that addition of resistance, you will find that the reading is different than that of the expected reading. These problems which I solved, there were many problems, modifications, and which I did. It's very difficult to narrate all these things in this interview.
Thank you, sir, for sharing that. Sir, you have around 85 journal publications. May you describe and give an overview about all your journals?
Yes, a lot of research I did along with my students. A lot of PhD students were with me. Till now, one student completed the PhD under my guidance, and 13 is about to complete in this month only. While doing the PhD along with the students, publication is one of the important thing. As already I told you that in the long run, you will be counted in terms of your research papers, funded projects, and how many IPR you have. To keep in the mind and to keep myself along with the latest kind of research, I need to do the publications, and that's why you find that there are a lot of publications in the conferences and in the journals. And now my focus has been towards the publication of the quality publications, and quality publications are having a weightage. Your name will be recognized in the society, and globally you will be recognized through these research papers. That's why the publications are very, very important. And if any country want to prosper, their own research is very, very important. It should be very strong. Take the example of USA, where their publications are very, very high. That's why they are economically very sound. And if we wish that India should prosper and progress ahead, India should focus on the research aspect.
Which journal publication was closest to your heart?
Yeah, all the publications in fact are very, very close to my heart. But publications which are in the very good journal, one of the latest articles we have published in the related to the COVID, it was in the Q1 journal, and that got a citation of 43 Google citations if you see. That was very, very good publication. At the time of COVID, we have published the paper, and we have given a kind of simple solution based on the X-ray which you take. How can you detect the level of the COVID? That was again very close to my heart. Another publication which was related to the wireless communication, that is wireless sensor network, which we did in the 2008. That time this topic was very, very new, and one of the publication which we did, an experimental setup, has boosted my moral and encouraged me to go ahead with the wireless sensor network.
So you published a book on design of a low-cost wireless sensor network, low cost, low power, compact WSN along with V-Power and SS Sonawani. What is the general idea of the book? How was your experience working with your other colleagues?
Yeah, actually, he was my first student. That is SS Sonawani was our first student who did his PhD in the wireless sensor network. Our aim was to design low cost, low power wireless sensor network, because when we talk about a wireless sensor network, one of the important issue is the power, and every researcher was working in and around that how can I reduce the power consumption. And in our experimentation we did all these things, and we have shown that our wireless sensor network which we have designed, the hardware, was using the very low power and the cost was low. That was our PhD topic, and based on the thesis we have published this book, which was very much useful to the society and new researcher. The aim was that how can we spread this knowledge to the many more people.
That's great, sir. Sir, how did you receive the Education Leadership Award and Sir Thomas Ward Memorial Medal? Do you still feel proud about your achievements?
Yeah, of course, whenever we receive the award, you again get a kind of motivation to continue the good things. When first award, there is one Memorial Thomas Award was based on my paper. In 1999, I received this award on my best paper, which was published in the Institution of Engineers. There, they recognized my potential and they said that KO paper was good, and that's why how that award was received. I received that award in the Hyderabad in 1999. Another award, there are many awards which I received. One of the award is that related to my academics. What are the contribution which was I've made? They recognize that contribution also. Based on that contribution, they offered me the award. I not applied for that award. They collected the data from the internet or some other resources. They have awarded me that award. These awards are definitely boosting me and motivating me to continue my good work.
That's great, sir. As we know, everyone is running after IT sector in the present day. As you have spent your whole life in the field of electronics and wireless communication, so what is your opinion about the future of electronics and the semiconductor industry?
Of course, most of the students are running after the IT industry. There is no problem with the IT industry. Why the students are running? Everybody knows that the amount, the remuneration which they give, the salary which they get is very good. But without hardware or without the core domain knowledge, it is very difficult for the IT to survive. I feel that core knowledge is equally important. In addition to that, if you add the knowledge of IT, it will again give you the best outcome. That's why the core branches like mechanical, electronics and telecommunication, they should also try to go to the core domain. Initially, you'll find that salary in the IT field is much more, but over a year, if you go through the profile of the big shots, their salary is not comparable with the IT after 5 to 10 years. Core domain knowledge will help you to do the lot of development. That's why now the government has taken a lot of initiatives. For example, there was a problem related to the semiconductor. India now took that as a kind of challenge as a nation, and they are now setting up the semiconductor foundries in India. In a long run, this will help a poor engineer to get a better kind of remuneration, as well as the core knowledge like a mechanical can have the opportunities to work in the both field. He can work in the IT as well as in the core industry. It's a kind of added advantage, and you might be seeing that electronic students are doing very well in the both field. Okay, and I think students should not get demotivated कि मेरे को starting में इतना salary मिला है. Okay, why I'm whether I'm inferior or superior, something is not that. But over a year, you'll find that your salary package will also go and keep your motivation high. There will be a requirement of the core engineers. Okay, and I feel that any engineering, it may be mechanical, it may be computer, it may be IT, it may be chemical, all branches are important branches. You need to excel in your branch. Okay, then you will be able to do the things and you will be able to fetch the amount which you expect.
Sir, what advice would you give to someone who wants to follow similar academic and professional path?
Yeah, if you want to be there in the academics, many times you will find that many of the academicians, it's a fact, they are not come by their choice. Okay, it might have forced them to come to the education. But if you have chosen any profession, you have to put your best. Okay, and those who want to do the things career in the education, definitely it's a good field. You can do wonders. You can motivate young brains by your knowledge, because this is one of the field where you can do a lot of things with the help of students. And I feel that when you are working with the students, it's a learning opportunity for the teacher, and that is one of the good point. And your brain will be always young when you work with the ends. That's why education field is important. And if you want to make a career, you have to do the PhD. PhD will give you the wider aspects. Your thinking will be broadened. That's why PhD is very, very important. That will again, whatever the PhD work which you are doing, whatever the research which you are doing, it should be percolated to the students so that the young mind can be motivated to do the further research.
Are there any future project or area of interest you are particularly excited about pursuing?
Yeah, of course. I want to do the postdoc also, but unfortunately, I was not able to do that again because of now the family commitment. But now, in the next few years, I would like to go for the higher post, like as a vice chancellor of some of the well-known university or institutes. That is my future dream, and where I go, I want to do the progress of that particular institute. And because the progress, if you do, you learn a lot of things, and that progress will help you. And the joy comes if you do the progress of that particular institutes. That is what my aim and thinking process is like that. Money is something secondary for me after a certain age. That money doesn't matter, but the happiness of the face of the student, the employees, is more than that of anything of that money.
That's great, sir. And that wraps up today's special episode of the Radio Raga. A heartfelt thank you to our esteemed guest Dr. B.P. Patil for sharing his valuable insights and giving us a deeper understanding of his journey and contribution. It's been an absolute pleasure having him with us today. I hope all enjoyed the conversation as much I did. Stay tuned for more exciting interviews and engaging content in the coming days. This is RJ Priya signing off. Thank you for listening and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Radio Raga, for asking me questions about my life and my education. Thank you. I would love to share my whatever experience are there, and I hope that I inspired all AITians. Thank you.